design where you can for your documents. We've loaded up Assassin's Creed Syndicate and we're on as you thoroughly. But what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to start a brand new game for you. Of actually having a second game as such, and we're going to get this started first. And we are now going to click back in, and this should take us directly into it. As you can see, we have Jacob Fry. He's got his standard gear on, standard Assassin's Creed gauntlet, which has got all the little additions of the hidden blade, the gun, the poison darts as well, and a couple of the other bits and pieces that he has on it. He's lost a hat, as can be seen. There's no hat, but hopefully he should get this back with the gameplay, but we will find out momentarily. As you can see, it's now loading up, so let's begin.
For 20 years, after the Assassins defeated the Templars in London, the city enjoyed a certain peace. Until the Autumn of Terror. In 1888, London is plunged into shadow and fear by a series of gruesome and unsolvable murders. The brothels of Whitechapel seem warm and safe. Jacob hunts the elusive killer to bring an end to the terror of Jack the Ripper.
Get a move on, Mr. Finch. This is the story of a lifetime.
Mr. Weaversbrook, I know you have more of the Ripper's letters.
I told you to stay away from me.
Stop publishing his letters. You've turned an unknown miscreant into a legend, and that's exactly what he wants.
Jacob! Thank God I found you. It's the Ripper. He's done it again. Katie! Oh, he can't. No, he can't have. And Lizzie. Not both. Not in one night.
Nellie, remember what I said. Now go.
How many more assassins must die before you see the truth?
Only one more, Jack.
He's either an assassin.
You should have believed, Jacob. Now, I will hunt you down.
No, I recognise that voice from the actual game. That is not possible. I thought he was actually dead.
I know you're there, Jack. The Master of Terror's afraid to show himself, is he?
I am your shadow, Jacob. I will gut every last one of them if that's the quickest way to you.
Ooh.
Run all you like, Jacob. I will catch you.
As you can see from the screen, even with the smoke, I'm still getting closer.
I need only follow your scent. The scent of a wounded animal. There is nowhere you can hide from me.
Enemies react to the Ripper's terror in 3 states: calm, anxious, and frightened. Fear actions make enemies anxious, then frightened. You can affect an enemy's fear state with fear tools, e.g. Death Scream and Spikes.
Stop! You want me, Jack? Come and kill me! This is not our way.
This is my turn. You cannot escape.
Wow, we didn't expect him to be an assassin, but the fact that he is... Of course. There's one over there as well.
Scurry back to your hole, little mouse.
Wow. The fact that Jack the Ripper's an assassin. It does make sense now, even in real life, as to why they couldn't find him. Now they said that in real life, after there was a coup of such within the royal family, and one of them was sent to prison, that the murders stopped.
Going somewhere, Jacob.
Jack, you're sick.
Don't you see the irony, brother?
Jack.
Only you know who the Ripper is, but you can't tell a living soul because it would destroy you and the assassins. No, 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 no! fix you. Fix me? I am the solution.
Jacob! Oh? My dear God. Or is this at the point in which Evie makes a stand? No. Well, for an intro, I've never been more fixated. That is absolutely wow. For a Whitechapel 1 month later. So, Jacob survived.
Miss Fry?
Inspector
Evie.
Aberline. Why exactly have you had me escorted here?
My men and I have been hunting the Ripper around the clock for months now, and we've nothing to show for it. There's nothing I can tell the public.
What's the Ripper to do with me? My brother has had me summoned here from India. Can't this wait?
As far as I know, you may be the last assassin in London. The killer is selective and dispassionate and has left not a single trace of his passage. I've seen such a talent for assassination and avoiding detection only once before. When I worked with the two of you. And that is why your brother summoned you before he disappeared.
You think Jacob is dead?
I dare not believe it. But if he is, you may be the only person who can stop the Ripper now. Follow me.
Oh, hell.
When are you gonna stop that monster?
I'll take you to the site where the Ripper first struck.
Well, I've just had a quick look and I can see that the
always seem to get the word first.
microphone is the only thing that's
We
been
get there, they've
broadcast
trampled the
so
evidence,
far at
and
this moment in
next
time.
day's headlines are dripping with blood. The few hundred yards between Flower and Dean Street have become so dangerous that even my best constables are afraid to patrol Whitechapel at night.
I can't blame him. Basically, Jack the Ripper appears to have been an
Let's take a
assassin.
carriage, shall we? I'd rather not get egg on my face again today.
I'll drive.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
What has become of this borough?
Whitechapel is a cesspool of crime, Miss Fry, where terror reigns supreme. Elsewhere, the rich get richer, but here, the poor
Poor
are
get
living on the
poorer.
living, fighting to survive each day. Reporters share a view of Whitechapel as a lair of savages, monsters, and werewolves who hold honest citizens in a state of terror.
The Ripper's terror.
Yeah. Well, as I said, because the only thing that's been broadcast at this moment in time, apart from the gameplay, is the vocals from my mic. Basically, just to get you up to speed, if you haven't worked out already.
Mary Ann Nichols was murdered. I knew her as Polly. That's what her friends called her. But the woman who died here is not the woman I met a few times at the Frying Pan pub.
Then who was she?
I was hoping you could tell me. Go see for yourself.
As I was saying,
This is where the Ripper committed his first murder.
Jack the
Was Miss
Ripper is an
Nichols' body
assassin.
identified?
Her husband hadn't seen her in 11 years. He barely glanced at the poor, mutilated woman before he had the gall to forgive her for what she'd done to him. The press reported widely that Miss Nichols' finger bore the mark of a ring. It was forcibly removed, and the same is true for his other victims.
wow. So there are clues here. And as silly as it sounds, I'm damned if I can find them. And I spent so much time playing games like this. This is the scene of the murder. Right. Give me one moment. Right. That's that dealt with. Right, here we go. Now we're back to this. Both microphone, audio and gameplay are being broadcast. Right. So, now we've got both gameplay. As you can see, this is a blood trail, which links into here. So naturally I would assume there is something along there that would indicate what is going on. Investigate the murder scene. I'm actually going to get a higher look. Yeah, Nichols' murder scene. That indicates a tree. I wonder. Evie, why are you making things so difficult? The only thing that's coming up is this. So I don't know if this is a flaw or what, because as far as I can see, there is nothing here. You can see that I've got the Eagle Vision on. Anything that would normally highlight would be highlighted. So you can see it shows the Marianne scene. You can even see the blood. Press L3 to activate Eagle Vision and investigate. Now that looks like a footprint and or drag marks. There's literally nothing here. Because if I put that little white dot, as you can see on the screen, across any part of this blood trail, it's not coming up. Just give me a second. Right, as I was saying, press L3 to activate Eagle Vision to investigate. Now that's what would come up as per normal. So press L3 to investigate, you can see the blood trail. Haha, there we go, inspect. That's what I was waiting for. Body's location. The victim's body was found here, with her throat cut and multiple stab wounds to the abdomen. Old bloodstains persist. Nichols' time of death 3 months ago, multiple wounds. Now there is a handprint. She placed her hand here, perhaps to rest from her injuries. She may have tossed aside her ring at this moment.
What did you discover?
Give me a moment.
Strange place for a blood stain. Something covered in blood struck the tree. Her ring, perhaps. The ring's trajectory. So that would indicate the ring is here.
I found Miss Nichols' ring. An assassin's ring. She must have tossed it away during the struggle. A desperate act to protect the Brotherhood. You think they were targeted?
Yes. And the newspapers are accusing the police, me, of letting the first city of the world lapse into primeval savagery. I must take my leave, Miss Fry. I have other business in Whitechapel.
Good day, Inspector. Thank you for
Well.
your discretion.
Well, as we can see, we all know that Jack the Ripper is now assassin, and he's actually targeted the Assassin Brotherhood that Evie and Jacob Fry have created in London after getting rid of the Templars through Assassin's Creed Syndicate. We can also see that Evie has spent a year or so in India, most likely with the Maharaja or with the assassin that they come to help, who was on the train and provided most of the missions for Evie in the Syndicate game. Now she's back. Jacob appears to have disappeared, possibly dead, we don't know. It is a possibility he is dead, but as we've seen from other games, sometimes assassins do become Templars, and that could be what Jack the Ripper has now become, which is why he's taken on the Assassin Brotherhood, or he could just have been infected with something and become a standalone assassin killer. As to what, we're going to need to continue, but I do need to take a quick break, so we're going to pause the video here. It's just coming up shy of 27 minutes, so this will be the first video loaded up, and we will continue momentarily. Hmm.